Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone fine. In last class we learned types of sets. Out of that we learned just only two. One is empty set, as another one is finite and infinite set. So today we will continue that. We are going to learn few more different types of sets. Remember that, okay? So today's first type of set is singleton. Singleton name itself explain everything. So I'll explain again by defining it. A set contain only one element. A set containing only one element is known as singleton. A set containing one element is known as singleton. First two types are empty set. Empty set no elements. Finite set and the finite element. Infinite set and infinite element. Just like that. The name itself explain everything. Singleton, you know. The set containing only one element is called singleton. Can you give me one example? Just write. If you write like this, A is equal to set with one element, 1 is an example of singleton. If you want to give an example in the set builder form, x such that x belongs to n and x is between 2 and 4. How many natural numbers are there between 2 and 4? Yeah, it must be only one, that is equal to 3. This is nothing but the singleton 3. Like that, any number of examples you can give. See, for example, x such that x belongs to n and x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Actually, x square minus 1 equal to 0 gives x equal to plus or minus 1. But input should be the natural numbers or output should be natural number. So minus 1 is not allowed. This contain only one element, 1. So you can give any number of example. Idel use agate. The entrance exam question will be like, which of the following is a singleton? If you can construct your own examples, definitely you will identify the answer for that such questions. Which of the following is singleton? Remember that, okay? So practice more. I wrote here 3. You try to give few more examples of singleton. Artha, you must practice. Okay, do one thing. If you practice or after practicing, just maybe you will get two examples, minimum 2 examples that you send it to me. Write 2 more examples of singleton and that is a homework and send that examples to me as a homework problem. Okay? Artha? So definition of singleton is easy. Singleton and set with the single element. That's it. Now, equal sets. 2 sets are said to be equal. Equal and meaning gothilva. 2 sets are said to be equal set if they have same element, no other possibilities. They must have the same element, no other possibilities are allowed. Okay, see for example, if A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, B is equal to 3 comma 2 comma 1, order really nothing to worry. You don't worry about the order, but the elements which is present in the both sets should be same. Then definitely I can write A is equal to B. Remember that. Then definitely I can write A is equal to B. See, order compare madbade. Yeah, don't think that 1 should be equal to 1 here. No, order can be anything, but now elements should be same, as well as the number of elements must obvious case. So you separate define madbekandilla. Elements are same means or number of elements should be same. No, see, suppose if we have you have 5, then you cannot write A is equal to B because 1 2 3 is present here, 1 2 3 is present here, but one extra element is included which is not there in A. So definitely in this case it is not equal. Number of elements must be same as well as the elements are same. Okay, so you can equate the 2 sets only in this case, no other cases. No, okay, having the same elements, no other possibilities. Remember that, no other possibilities. So equal set identify martiralva. Very good. So just for that one practice, I wrote one simple problem. Observe carefully. Find the pair of equal sets, if any. How many sets are there? 1 2 3 4 5. Can you see anywhere equal sets? Equal sets, you know, number of elements should be same, number of elements should be same. So this is a set with a singleton, that's 0. So what are the elements of this set? X is greater than 15 and less than 5. And it's an integer, okay? X is greater than 15 and less than 5. See, if you take line, this is 5, this is 15. It should be greater than 5 and less than 15 and less than 5. Is it possible? Definitely no. So okay, no element, empty set. This set is an empty set. What are the elements of C? C is equal to x such that x minus 5 is equal to 0. So it is only one singleton 5. Only one element singleton, that is 5. Next D will be equal to plus or minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5. X square is equal to 25, so plus or minus 5. And what is E? in a set roster form, x belongs to n, x square minus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0. So this you have to solve. Okay, what is the discriminant here? 2b square 4, discriminant will be 4 minus b square minus 4ac, 4 into minus 15. Okay, so discriminant is positive, so definitely you will get some real number, other confusion illa. So then factorize 15x square. Okay, you can write 5 into 3 right now, so you can write x minus 5 and x minus 5 into 3. Here this should be minus, this should be plus, so the values are x minus 5, x plus 3, so it is 5 and minus 3. The two elements are 5 and minus 3. Since x belongs to n, minus 3 is not allowed, only one element, that is 5. Only one element, that is 5. Okay, so tell me now which sets are equal. Any equal set is present for A. Empty relation, empty set is not there. This contain, okay, this is an empty, but here we have one element. So what is the answer? C is equal to E. Why C is equal to E? What is the elements of C, which is 5? Even elements of E also 5. So C is equal to E1 answer. Any other? No, there is no other equal sets. Only these two sets, C and E, are equal. No other sets are equal. Remember that. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? So out of these four sets, only C and E are equal sets. So when you can equate two sets, only if they have same elements, no other possibilities. Clear? Very good. Okay, so next type, subset. This is an important term. Okay, you should learn perfectly, because so many entrance exam questions you will get, board exam questions also there. It is an important term, subsets. Remember that. Okay, so understand it properly. Listen, a set A is called subset of B. One set is a subset of another set if every element of A is also an element of B. Every element of A must be the element of B. Remember that. Okay, every element of A must be the element of B. Then A is called the subset of B. Then A is called subset of B, and it is denoted by A is a subset of B. This symbol textbookly, okay, they use this, but this will be used for the proper subset. So right presentation or the notation is this. Okay, so use this notation only. It is denoted by A is a subset of B. Remember that. Okay, when A is subset of B, if every element of A are present in set B, then okay, A is called subset of B. Correct? So remember the notation. See, this is in terms of sentence. In terms of notation, it can be represented like this. If you take an element belongs to A, if you take any element belongs to A and A is a subset of B, then that element must be the element of B. I'll repeat. If A is a subset of B and you will consider one element from A, and that element must be belongs to B. If that element is not in B, then A is not subset of B. Remember that. Okay, so this is nothing but the same above sentence only, that is every element of A are in B. That's it. Okay, so remember this. A is subset of B if A belongs to A implies A belongs to B. Correct? Yes, very good. Now if A is not a subset of B, you should know its notation. If A is not a subset of B, then this notation will be used. Okay, subset not equal anta baritaralva, exactly similar to that, subset and not. Okay, so A is not a subset of B, then it is denoted by A is not subset of B, like this. Remember that. Okay, let me take one example. A is equal to 1 2 3, B is equal to 1 2 3 4. Now tell me whether A is a subset of B. Yeah, obvious alva. Why A must be subset of B? Yeah, every element of A are in B alva. Can you see that? Yeah, 1 2 3 1 2 3, all the elements of A are in B, so definitely A is a subset of B. Suppose if I take C like this, 1 2 5 6, then is it C is a subset of B? Is C the subset of B? Definitely no. Why C is not a subset of B? You will get an element, okay, you will get elements in C which are not in B. You will get some elements in C which are not in B. For example, 5 is belongs to C, but 5 does not belongs to B. 6 is belongs to C, 6 does not belongs to B. So definitely C is not a subset of B. C is not a subset of B, remember that. But A is a subset of B. But A is a subset of B. Okay, so remember here two important, very important information. Then out of that, first one, null set and the set, null set as well as a set for a given set is always subset. I'll repeat, null set and the set itself for every set is always subset. Okay, whenever you list out all the subsets of the given set, these two must come. Because this is actually called trivial subset, our word use ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, don't worry, but phi and A are always the subset of the given set. Okay, so let me take one example. Suppose A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Is it possible to write all the subsets? Okay, I'll show you. Okay, answer is yes. I'll show you how to write all the possible subsets of the set. See, from above note, okay, from above note, it's very clear that null set will be the subset, alva? The smallest subset of the set is a null set. Then write the singletons, 1, 2, 3 singletons. Okay, then the set with the two elements, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, alva? 2 comma 3. Is it 3 comma 1 is different? No. Can we include 3 comma 1? No, because 3 comma 1 is nothing but 1 comma 3 only. Okay. So next, the biggest one, the set A itself. This and this definitely will come, and remaining I hope you understood. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So nenpeli this way you can write all the possible subsets of the given set. See, let me take one more example. A is equal to 1 comma 2. If I take 4, the more space is required. That we will practice in exercise problems. Okay. Then tell me what are the subsets? Null set, singleton 1, singleton 2, and the set itself. So I can take the 4 element, but okay, now I will not take because it will take time, and it is such problems are there in exercise. So we will work out 4 set element and its subsets. Even that is also important for exam. So I hope you understood what I mean by subset and how to write all the possible subsets of the given set. Okay, very good. So subset ಮತ್ತೆ all the subsets ಬರಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Okay. So I will move to the next one more important concept of the subset, which is proper subset. Proper subset. Listen, a subset A of B. It should be first of all subset of A of B is called proper subset. Is called proper subset if A is not equal to B. A is not equal to B. Remember that. So it should be the subset first of all, no doubt in that. But it should not be equal to the set itself. It should not be equal to B. Then A is called proper subset of B. Then A is called proper subset of B. Okay, tension agbedu. I'll explain with an example. Observe carefully. Okay, suppose A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. Then if I ask you to write with all the subsets, definitely you will start like this. 5. Already I wrote, so I'll repeat again. There is no rule that you should take 1, 2, 3 only. Any type of element you can consider. Right? Then set A itself. What is the definition of proper subset? A subset, it should be first of all subset. Remember that it must be the subset of the given set, but it is not equal to the set. Okay? So E subset alli yavadana remove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How many subsets we have to remove which satisfy this condition? What is the answer? Yeah, only one subset. One subset you have to remove. Okay, from the set of all subsets to get proper subset of the set. I'll repeat. The only one subset you have to remove in the list of subset to get proper subset, that is the set itself. Okay, because if I write A, this A is equal to B, A is equal to A, no, so this condition fails, so this I should remove. If I remove that A, this subset will become proper subset. This list will become the list of proper subset. Remember that. So only one subset you have to remove to get the proper subset. That is a set itself. Okay. So remaining all the subsets. Remember, remaining all the other subsets of the set will be not proper. Only one subset of the set is proper. That is the set itself. Remember that. Only one set which is a proper subset of the set, which is okay, which is not a proper subset of the set, which is A itself. Okay, artha aitalva? So the proper subset of the set is 5 1 2 3 1 2 2 3 1 3. So 1 ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, so 7 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so observe this one note. If A is a proper subset of B, then B is called superset of A. I'll repeat, if A is a proper subset of B, then B is known as superset of A. Okay, you may get in 1 mark section, write the subset and subset, proper subset and superset of the set. Then don't confuse, okay, with this word superset. And you know, if A is a subset of B or the proper subset of B, then B is known as superset of A. Clear? Okay, so idu artha aitalva? Okay, what do you mean by the proper subset? Yeah, I'll give you now 2 very important note, very important. Observe carefully. If number of elements in A is n, if the number of elements in the set is n, if the number of elements in the set is n, then number of subsets, then the number of subset. See, if you refer this example, if I remove word the proper, then A will come. Just count 1 2 3 elements are there in A. How many subsets are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Subset, not proper subset. 8 are the proper subset of this set. So you can directly connect, okay, this example to this result. If number of elements in the set A is n, the number of subset of A is, remember, 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n or 2 power n. See, you can check with this example. ಇಲ್ಲಿ n ಏನು 3, 2 power 3 ಏನು 8. ಎಷ್ಟು subset ಇದೆ? 8. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? So if number of elements in the set is n, if the number of elements in the set is n, the number of, then compulsory ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, then the numbers of subset of A is 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n. ಅದೇ ತರ number of proper subset of A. Again, the above example you can use. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು subset remove ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ? How many subset I remove to get the proper subset? Only 1. So the answer is 2 raised to n minus 1. Answer is 2 raised to n minus 1. Which one that we are removing? The set itself to get proper subset. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಹೇಳೋದು? So only one subset is not proper, that is A. When you remove that, you will get number of proper subset. So how to get number of proper subset? Remove 1 from the total subset. Remove 1 from total subsets of this set, that is 2 raised to n minus 1. This is a very important note for entrance exam. Remember that. For entrance exam, this note is very important. Board exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಿಸ್? ಎನ್ ಝಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಿರ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ? ಎನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಝಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್. ಇದು ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಸಬ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್. n is a natural number, z is an integer, q is a rational number, r is a real number, and c is a complex number. And this tells which is the biggest set, which is the smallest set. I hope you know every natural number is an integer. Is it every integer is a natural number? No. Z cannot be the subset of n, but n will be the subset of z. Every natural number is an integer. Can you give me a natural number which is not integer? No. Why it is not possible? Because it is not exist. So n is a subset of z, and every integer is a rational number. Remember, every integer is a rational number, but every rational number is not an integer. So z is a subset of q, but not the converse. That is, q cannot be the subset of z. Similarly, every rational number is a real number, but every real number is not a rational number. Why? Which is not rational in the real? Irrational number. Irrational number of real part is not rational. So q is a subset of r, but not r is a subset of q. Please remember that. Similarly, every real number is a subset of complex number. Every real number is a complex number, but every complex number is not real. So r is a subset of c, not c is a subset of r. So the biggest known set, okay, up to now is a complex number. The smallest is n. Natural numbers. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಏನು? ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್. n cannot be equal to z, z cannot be equal to q, q is not equal to r, r is not equal to c. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? ಸೊ ಇದು ನೆನಪಿರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ subset as well as proper subset. Now we are learning one more important concept, okay, or we are representing the subset in another way. Up to now we are just writing between the two braces, right? Now I'm not using the braces to represent the set or the subset. So I'm going to represent this subset in terms of intervals. So intervals as a subset. The next heading, intervals as a subset of a real number. Subset of real number. Interval word anta kelidiralva. So the exact meaning we are using here. Just listen. I'm going to define two intervals today, okay? Out of that, the first one, okay. To define any interval, first you should take this. Take two real numbers, out of that one should be less than other. A and B belongs to R and A is less than B. Okay, this is compulsory. A must be less than B, because if A is equal to B, then intervals are not possible. So A and B belongs to R and A is less than B. So this, with this condition, okay, I'm going to define two interval. Observe carefully. Then the set of all real number. Remember, it is a set of all real number. Set of real number. It is a set of real number. Hope you can see here. Okay, first we write in a bracket only y such that A is less than Y less than B. It is a set of real number between A and B. It is a set of all real number between A and B and not including A and B. Remember that. It is a set of all real number between A and B and not including A and B, and such set is known as open interval. Such set is known as open interval and it is denoted by like this. Open interval, a round bracket. Remember, open interval, extremes values are not included, but you take any real number, it must be between A and B. So take set of real number between A and B and not including A and B. So remember this term, this is known as open interval. It should be compulsorily round bracket. Okay, for example, suppose if I write like x such that x is a natural number, okay, x is a real number such that x is between 2 and 10. Yeah, usually you will misunderstand this sentence. Observe carefully. In baritri new 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a wrong answer. Why this is a wrong answer? It is not only these 7 elements, because it is a set of real number. Not, I didn't mention anywhere it's an integer, it should be a natural number. No. Okay, here it is clearly mentioned that it is a real number. So you cannot list out the elements like this. So how many elements are there? Infinitely many. Can you give me a number, a real number, which is more than 2? Immediately more than 2. Immediate next number. It is not possible to decide immediate next real number to 2. Remember that, okay? If you tell 2.0001, I can include extra 10 to that, right? So you cannot exactly decide, okay, what is the immediate, okay, real number which is immediate to 2. So because there are infinitely many real numbers between every two integer, every two real number. So if you list out Mallikagala, you can just write this as a 2 to 10. Berenu Mallikagala nenpirli. You cannot list out each and every elements between the 2 to 10 because it's a set of all real number. But you can write easily in terms of interval 2, 10. Artha aita? Yes. So like that, any number of examples we can give, but that example discussion will be there in exercise. So I will not take more than one. Okay. Similarly, we can define one more interval. The set of all real number y such that y is between A and B as well as including A and B. Y is between A and B as well as including A and B. Such set of real number is known as closed interval. Okay, in closed interval you are taking the real number between A and B including A and B. Remember that, between A and B as well as including A and B, and it is denoted by the square bracket. Square. Okay, then pele square bracket bardre, it is a real number between A and B as well as including A and B. See, for example, y such that y is between 2 and 5. Don't write 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it is not like that. It's a real number, set of all real number between 2 and 5. So you can write 2 to 5. Okay, like this only in the closed interval pattern. This is an easy way of representing this set. You cannot list out one by one. Remember that. After 2, you cannot predict exactly which is the next real number, immediate next number, real number which is after 2. Okay, so you cannot predict that because there are infinitely many real numbers between real numbers So easy method of representing this set as an interval, as a closed interval. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ equal symbol ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು include ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, equal symbol ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ include ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So in both side, if it is open like this, if both end is closed like this. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So these are the first two types. It's not over. We have two more types of interval that I will discuss in next class. Thank you.